Please rise for invocation by Chaplain Sam Mercado of Florida Memorial Medical Center, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
God of hope and love, through your mercy and protection, we have made it to this day in November. Thank you for watching over each of us and our city of Port Orange. Tonight, we also lift up to you our mayor and city leaders, and thank you for watching over them and giving them wisdom and guidance in handling the business and concerns of our city and its people. Bless this meeting tonight and guide the decisions that will be made. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Chaplain. Appreciate you. Will the clerk call the roll?
Councilmember Foley.
Here.
Councilmember Tremont.
Here.
Councilmember Stillman.
Here.
Vice Mayor Basham.
Here.
Mayor Burnett.
Here. Item 4, public comments on consent agenda items only. Would anyone care to speak to anything that's on the consent agenda? There being none, can I get a motion for approval for the agenda for the evening?
Move to approve tonight's agenda.
Second.
We have a motion, a second, to approve the agenda for the evening as presented. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We have an agenda. Remainder of the consent agenda, items 6 through
14, Mayor.
14, right? Yep.
Yeah. 6
Can I
through
have-
14.
Can I have a motion in regards to those?
Move to approve tonight's consent agenda, items 6 through 14.
Second.
We have a motion and a proper second for the approval of the consent agenda items. Call the roll.
Councilmember Foley.
Yes.
Councilmember Tremont.
Yes.
Councilmember Stillman.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Basham.
Yes.
Mayor Burnett.
Yes, 5-0. Item C, citizen participation, non-agenda. Robin, do I have any?
Nothing.
Okay, thank you. Council comments, item 15. Jonathan, what you got tonight?
Nothing.
Excellent report.
That's right.
Chase, what you got tonight? Scott?
Just one quick comment. I had reached out to the city manager. We had a very, very, very significant rainstorm recently that we're all well aware of, because those never happen like Wednesday and Thursday. It always happens on the weekend, right? So
7 inches in 2 hours?
yeah.
So I'll call that
So,
significant.
I know that Wayne and his team are going to put together a debrief for us, but I, from what I could see in brief conversation, we had some successes from some of the projects that the residents have funded and that we've worked on for the last several years. A lot of streets that normally in an event like that would have been shut down and didn't have to get shut down at all. So there's still room for improvement and still areas where we can continue to work on that. But I'm really looking forward to a debrief when Wayne and the team. So I just wanted you guys to know that that'll be coming for us. And I appreciate very much all of the city employees that play a role when we have events like that. A lot of folks behind the scenes watching things and operating drainage equipment and making sure things happen in a right sequence and pumping down retention areas pre-storm and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to say thank you to all the folks who do
Streets
what they
team
do.
knowing the hot spots, the whole 9
Yeah,
yards.
I can for now I can live with some water in some streets, but keeping it out of people's homes and doing the best we can to continue to improve the safety aspect of the community when we have events like that is something we just got to continue to work on and check off those projects as we can get to them and afford them.
We got Monroe Avenue coming online, and
Yeah.
if a lot of people recall, we get rain like that, Dunlawton and Spruce Creek Road closes. That's a major intersection that closes, not sometimes for hours, but sometimes for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And not on, at least knock on wood.
Mm-hmm.
It was good to see.
Yeah. Several communities that in the past with that much rainfall in that amount of time, so many would be impassable, and many would have water up in the homes, and so we had some successes. You know, it's not anything for us to run around with a victory lap and say there's no need to pay attention anymore to drainage, because that's certainly not the case. But pretty happy to see some of the projects and some of the improvements that we've made over the last few years working, and we just got to continue to work on that.
And I will always worry about the Nova Canal because there are no outfalls to the Nova Canal in Daytona Beach. It either
Yeah.
goes north or south towards Holly Hill or towards us, South Daytona and us. So
And that's the one thing a lot of business owners and residents don't fully grasp is that all that water ultimately is trying to get out of Ponce Inlet, which means everything from Ormond to Daytona to Holly Hill and South Daytona, it's all got to come through Port Orange, one way, one ditch, one pipe, after another. A lot of it comes through us. So kind of being at the bottom of the funnel, so to speak, also creates a lot of unique challenges because what they do upstream from us impacts us a lot too, and that's something to keep in mind.
I thought it was interesting. A couple times I tried to call Wayne, and you were on the other line with him already.
That's
Anything
all I
else?
got. Yeah, right?
You got anything else? Drew?
I'll be quick. With daylight savings time, it's getting dark a lot earlier, so on my way in, I noticed, and Wayne, this is kind of for you to see who we can get out there. The walk lights on the north side of Dunlawton between Clyde and Nova especially, there will be several of them are out. But like the strand is lit from end to end, but there's a lot of them that are out in between, so it may just be the light bulbs and not, the wiring or whatever. I know we got some issues on the east of Nova to Spruce Creek with those walk lights. Some of those are still lit and going, but I know the ones on Dunlawton on the north side between Clyde and Nova, it seems like every section of them has several lit and several are out. So we can just get those checked because there are people riding bikes, and it's just that side. It's just really dark. So that's all I got, but that may help a little.
Well, certainly we've got a lot going on, but we're leading up to the holidays, and I wanted to mention that we will not meet again until after Thanksgiving. So I appreciate everything that everybody has done. I wanted to wish everybody a very, very happy Thanksgiving. But we're also not going to meet again until after the Christmas parade and Christmas in the park. So I wanted to make sure everybody had a chance to go visit the Port Orange social media and our website and get the information. But I look forward to seeing as many people as safely as possible at those two events. We did not have a parade last year. It's the one event I look forward to as much as any. And we're having it this year, and I'm super excited. Unfortunately, there was no half-price Halloween candy left the day after
Tell me
Halloween,
about
but we will figure that out. And with that, board appointments, interviews, and reports is an advisory committee for the TPO. Mr. Bobby Ball.
This better be a really good comprehensive report, Bobby, because the last couple we've let you off the hook. So what do you got?
Okay, you put me on the spot tonight. I was actually going to tell you I was going to be really short tonight because I actually
Thank you. Have a good night.
Actually, I got called into a meeting yesterday and I wasn't able to tell Robin, so I actually did miss today's meeting, so I apologize for that. But as always, I'll take any comments if you've got any, and I'll carry them forward through the next meeting. So, if not, I apologize.
No, it's okay. Just keep an eye on that 95 and
Interchange.
Pioneer project. The more eyes we keep on that, the more informed we'll stay.
It's on my
Ready,
list.
prepared for that.
I'll give you the update that I got a couple days ago.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thanks, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
This brings us to the public hearing portion of the meeting. Item 17 is second reading of ordinance number 2021-24. Here we go. Ordinance number 2021-24 is an ordinance of the City of Port Orange, Volusia County, Florida, amending the comprehensive plan by creating a new property rights element in accordance with section 163.31776I of the Florida statutes, providing for conflicting ordinances, severability, and an effective date.
Move to approve ordinance number 2021-24.
Second.
We have a motion, proper second. The item is open on the floor for discussion. Second reading. Council comments or questions? There being none, would anyone here care to speak to the item? There being none, back to us. Final comments, questions, council? There being none, call the roll.
Councilmember Foley.
Yes.
Councilmember Tremont.
Yes.
Councilmember Stiltner.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Mayor Burnett?
Yes, 5-0. The public hearing portion of the meeting is now closed. Regular agenda, item 18, update on the rec project. This is Susan Lovato siding. Hey, Sue.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Susan Laval, Parks and Recreation Director. At the request of Council, we've prepared a information on what's going to happen in the rec. We're still working through a lot of details, but staff has been reaching out to some partners that we could have in the rec and some of the things they might bring. So I know you'd probably rather see this video than see me talk, so if you just indulge me for a minute, we'll play this video and hold on. She said, oh.
Well, we both hit the buttons and here it goes.
Back to the rec.
All right.
Rec man.
Hi, I'm Susan Volley, and I'm your Parks and Recreation Director here at the City of Port Orange. Our team is very excited to be opening the first true community center in the City of Port Orange. The REC, which stands for Recreation, Education, and Culture, will be a gathering place for all residents 0 to 99. The space has been designed to host a wide range of new programming that our community has been requesting for quite a while. Here's a look at a few of the activities we are planning to bring into the REC.
Greetings, my name is Cameron Benson. I'm Executive Director of Art House Foundation here in the City of Port Orange. We've been around for 22 years and we are a children's art nonprofit. We provide art therapy to children from at-risk and special needs families. We also help out our local children with arts after school classes and camps. We do so much in this community, and graciously the City of Port Orange has given us this fantastic building for over 20 years. And we're excited about this new and exciting move so that we can expand our programming and services to the community around us. We provide art therapy to children who are at risk special needs throughout the county, including Easter Seals Charter School, autistic children ages 3 to 5, Hope Place Family Homeless Shelter, Boys and Girls Clubs of Volusia and Flagler County, as well as Pace Center for Girls. We provide art supply supplements for Volusia County school teachers all over the county. Teachers so desperately need supplies and their budgets are cut yearly. We provide once a semester art banks that provide art supplies new and gently used that are donated from the community members in surrounding Port Orange and Daytona areas. We provide an amazing outreach facility for any adult artists who want to come and learn how to paint. We plan on providing more extensive programming for the elderly community so that we can bridge the gap of all generations throughout our community through art. Art inspires us all, and we are so very grateful and excited to be moving to the Port Orange City Rec Center. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lauren Valley. I'm the director, one of the head coaches here at Port Orange Volleyball. It means everything to me. The more kids are involved in sports, the less trouble they're generally getting into. And one of our mottos here at POV is we're growing through the sport of volleyball. So being back at our home gym allows us to continue to grow our programs. Our current programs range from ages 5 to the age of 18 for both boys and girls. We roughly carry about 80 to 100 kids in our programs. But being back in our home gym will allow us to even expand more and have more kids on our program. Having a home gym and being back in the rec will allow us to continue to touch more lives and help other kids also grow through sport volleyball.
Denny Justice, and I run the Jazzercise Program. So it is a wonderful program. It has different formats, and the one that I teach is the lower one. And so my clientele is kind of aged with me. And so I tend to have women who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s in my class. And working with the rec center has just been amazing, because they really promote the different age groups.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Shannon. I'm the owner of Tippy Toes in Daytona Beach. Tippy Toes is a mobile dance company. We travel to daycares and preschools and bring dance to the kids at those schools. We cater to ages 2 years to all the way to 12 years. And they're lots of fun and get the kids moving and having a blast. The new rec center is going to be amazing. We're going to have the opportunity to bring more classes to the community. Right now, with being in the preschools and daycares, we have an age limit because the school agers are at school. So we will be able to bring our hip hop classes to the older kids. We'll be able to do some mommy and me classes with the younger children, and then all the classes in between will just be able to explode in the Fort Orange community.
Hi there, my name is Carrie. I run yoga volley here in Fort Orange. I would love to bring a therapeutic yoga program to the rec. I think it's a perfect place. Maybe we could be one person from Michigan County offering yoga for Parkinson's disease and those who have movement disorders. Yoga is beneficial for everyone, from athletes, people dealing from injuries, or as I said, Parkinson's disease. Quality shared yoga class is something that the community needs. A safe place for students to go to take yoga that is medically backed by science to help improve mind quality and also just to meet others with like-minded situations. The rec is the perfect place to get healthy, meet people, and have a better quality of life.
Hi, Bob Fraser with Port Orange PAL, the Police Athletic League here in the city of Port Orange, talking about the upcoming renovations here at the Parks and Rec Gym and what PAL does in Port Orange. PAL is a Police Athletic League program sponsored by our citizens of Port Orange, ages 5 to 18, for rec sports, open gym, Saturday night basketball, summer basketball, dodgeball, golf, boxing, and various other things. You can go to our website at portorangepal.org and find out more information. That means it's tremendous. The gym being renovated, we really can't wait for that to be back open. I hear it on a weekly basis from the people in our community about let's get back in, let's get some basketball going, let's get some dodgeball going, and other activities throughout the city.
Doesn't that look fun? We're continuing to gather feedback from our community about what they want to see in the new rec, and many residents are eager to share their ideas. To connect with our team, please visit the city's website at www.portorange.org/rec. As the renovations continue, we'll be planning a lot more programs and events to meet the needs of our community. We are looking forward to the grand opening of the facility, and we can welcome all of our residents home to the rec.
So, again, we're just starting to get it going. The staff that the council was so gracious to allow us to hire, we don't bring on until after the new year. Once we do bring those staff people on, we'll start looking at what the offerings were going to be through the recreation department also, which will include some after-school programming, classes, special events, holiday type things. We'll do parents' night out. We'll do, a whole bunch of other things like that. But once we get those talented people on board, they'll start putting together some ideas and meeting with other people that can partner with us to provide some activities that we may not be, as versed in, like teaching yoga and things like that. You don't want to see me teach yoga; it wouldn't be pretty. But anyway, it's we're excited, and I can answer any questions that you might have or any ideas you want to throw out at us. But we plan on using this video now to put up on our social media and on our website and try and generate some excitement in the community and get people to start, sending us some ideas of things they'd like to see, and and just kind of make this the marquee site in Port Orange that I think you all wanted us to do with it. So that's what we're looking at.
Well, I think that, and this is kind of scary in some ways, I have, for a 20-year project, we've been talking about it for a community center, and it's finally coming to fruition. It's great to drive by and see tons of people out there working on it. I think we've got maybe however many people are building fish times 4 working on building this building. But there are a lot of people out there, working, putting up the brick. It's great to see. It's very exciting.
Good. We're excited.
Council, comments, questions?
Can't wait for the finished product.
Definitely be one that I'm looking forward to getting this one checked off.
Yeah.
Getting the doors back open and.
One of those long time in comings.
Yeah, I'm thrilled about what's going on, having spent the majority of my childhood in that gym. It's really cool to see all that's happening. I didn't know about that tippy toes thing. I think my daughter's going to have a new activity to start doing now. As you're going forward, and I hope there'd be, I saw that Art House has some special needs programs for them. I hope that we would also look into, at the very least, specified times, like say, during this time, we can open this particular area up for children with special needs. There's a lot of, I was never aware of just how large that community is in this area, and there's very few things that kids with special needs are able to do at all. So I'd like for us to try to be all things to all people, and keep that in mind as we go through our programming. I'm seeing the indoor playground. I don't know what can be done as far as a particular time can be set off for children with special needs, because it's difficult for them to interact with with some of the other kids.
Sure.
So that'd be something I would think about going forward, and I'd like to see at some point maybe just a detailed description of what each new staff member is going to do. I know we approved 5, I guess. I just want to know what their job descriptions are.
Okay.
See that we're getting the appropriate bang. That's it.
I can do that.
But
All
thanks,
right.
Susan.
Just so you know, Councilman Tremont, we just met with with the company that will provide the playground equipment, and we actually talked about special needs children and making sure that some of the needs that are in there meet that. We have some home school type groups that have some of these kids, and the parents meet, and it's a very close knit community.
Mhm.
And how do we work with them to provide that? So that is part of our planning of the playground, with some of the color choices and some of the musical stuff they want to put in there. So we're working towards that, which is some of the things we didn't have in some of our other playgrounds.
That's great.
Yep.
And things of texture on the walls.
Mhm.
Anything that, particularly the eye catching, is very good. So that's great.
Okay.
Thanks for the update.
Thank you.
Jonathan, you got anything else?
Great job. I'm so excited for this. I mean, really. It's cool to see everything coming into it. I know how hard you're working on it. And I'm just excited to see it all come forward.
You got it.
This is going to be one of those crown jewels, no doubt about it. And we got a food truck night Friday night, don't we?
We do.
All right, that once a month food truck thing.
Yep.
This
down at
Friday
Riverwalk.
night. Figured I'd slide that in a little plug, right? At Riverwalk Park. Thank you, Susan. Additional items, city attorney report.
Nothing tonight.
Excellent report. Thank you, Matt. City manager?
I want to only mess it up just a little bit, but I did want to follow up briefly on Councilman Stiltner's comments on the rainfall. We do have a draft after action report from all the departments put together. I'll be meeting with the fire chief Thursday, and we'll be reporting that to you. I just think it's substantial for this community, the positive impact of your investments and support of the personnel and the equipment that we have made, and I think you'll see that when you see this report. Your drainage crews who are out there in the heat in August and the summer in these ditches doing work, that was the results that you saw last Friday with that kind of rain. These guys that are out there in miserable conditions doing that work, our streets crews that support them, the street sweepers that were out there doing the work, the grounds maintenance crews. You had your brand new police chief and your fire chief out in the storm driving around. All the other departments supporting as well. It was a full effort. I was running a little mini EOC out of my office. The mayor came by to see me in the middle of the storm. I was on the phone with several of you. I think the staff did an outstanding job. There is a video from News Channel 6 from way back in the 2014 rains, where we had less rain than this, and the reporters standing in knee-deep water down at Dunlawton. So that's still available on the internet to compare the two. One of the things we're doing as part of the after action is comparing it going all the way back to the rainfalls from 2004's hurricanes through, and it may be, if not, the one in 2009 where we had 25 inches of rain over a week's a little unique, but it's one of the highest rainfall amounts and one of the minimal impacts, and I do think your investments in the people and the equipment are why that's the case. So I'll bring that report to you in December. So thank you
Let's
for bringing
use the
that
word
up.
continued investment, because because we've done all these things doesn't mean we're going to stop looking. We're going to continue to work to see where we can, and then this is part of that. What are the hot spots? What's working? What isn't? What can we do better? That's going to be a continued, just because we've done all these wonderful projects and we have done a lot in Spruce Creek, stayed open through this event. Okay, that's one. We're always looking for next. Thank you, Wayne. Go ahead.
Yeah, if I could, quick question for Wayne. Well, first of all, I'm glad you brought that up earlier, Scott, and my compliments also to staff during that storm. I'd driven around that Friday night. I was getting a lot of calls about the Nova Canal over there at the about ready to it was getting high, really high.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the phone with a number of times with Jamie somewhere out there tonight. And it was very good. She was texting back and forth with Lynn, and the whole staff was just on board. So kudos to you, to Wayne, on that. My question is, and I had someone bring this up to me, and I drove out there, I think yesterday, and on Dunlawton, we've had, did we just have an expansion of a left-hand turn off of Yorktown?
Two of them, yeah. Yorktown and City Center.
Correct. They're
So
working
they
on
took
two
out a
different
good
ones.
portion of the median that was there, right?
Yes, sir.
This was state-run.
Yes.
I just want to point out to everybody how well state uses tax dollars, because did they not just spend thousands of dollars to put new brushes and irrigation and whatnot in there?
No.
And then we just tore it up. Is that what happened?
A
Am I
couple of the
incorrect?
areas we did not put landscaping in because we knew the turn lanes were coming in. One of the turn lanes was actually a little bit longer than we had anticipated because we didn't have the full design yet. But for the most part, it was something that was planned, and it was not in the areas where there was an extensive amount of landscaping.
Very good.
They even planted rye grass in those areas.
That's good.
Sometimes they get it right.
Thank you.
Council committee reports. Art House.
No update.
First Step Shelter.
Same thing.
Port Orange South Daytona Chamber of Commerce. Thursday night is the after hours at Victoria Gardens. Tomorrow morning is the breakfast where for the graduation for the leadership class. Thank you. Why is the word leadership eluding me for just a second there? So tomorrow morning I will be there with that. And looking forward to seeing the graduates.
Final exam, like 8? Final exam?
Final exam's at 8. They'll have to be ready. Yep.
Gotta get home and study.
So we'll be awarding the diplomas tomorrow for that. In Roundtable of Elected Officials, we met this past week. Wayne was there as well. Got an update from the Department of Health. We got update on the Affordable Housing Summit coming up that the county's going to be running at the Ocean Center next month. And then the big one, of course, that will be coming back for discussion is universal pet licensing. County's ready with the program, so we had a preliminary conversation already about, yes, we wanted to explore it. Now there is actual content for us to examine, so staff will be bringing that back to us at some point. Did I get everything on that one, Wayne?
Everything is official.
I think so. And then the next elected officials roundtable meeting will be in January, and we're already going to be talking about the number one topic being roads. I fear where that will go. We certainly have a ton of road projects all around the county, cities, county, state, and the like in the area on our books, and projects we want to do that are totally unfunded. So we will see where that conversation leads. Any other business come before us this evening? There being not, ladies, gentlemen, everybody at home watching, happy Thanksgiving. Have a good night.